Good morning. I am hoping to do a better job this season of sharing the garden and doing at least a once a week video. So it is April 21st, 2026, and the garden is awake. So I thought I'd share it with you. So we'll take you on a quick little garden tour. Over here we have some purple raspberries, and they are leafing out beautifully. We have our beehives here, give you a little bit of an orientation. And this green plant back here is a honeyberry, as are the two that are fully leafed out there behind. More raspberries right here that are just starting to leaf out. I did not get those trimmed. And obviously not these purple ones either. We'll see if we get to that in the next week or so. Not ideal where they're already leafing out and putting energy out into those stems, but they're also a little unwieldy and long. This is a beautiful plum tree that is flowered out. We have our rabbits. More raspberries here. I did get these cut. And then our boxes. We still have all of the fall. I cleaned these out 2 weeks ago, and this is just all of the clean out from these boxes here along the edge. We've got weeds coming in. We just really need to get out here at this point. I'm gonna go this way. Looks like we have an animal here who has enjoyed making a laying spot here in our. We have the garlic. It is coming up and looking just beautiful. We've had a very warm winter. Very little snow, which is not good news. But it also meant that things have sprouted early. So here's the garlic just going gangbusters. I did plant some onion seeds in this box about that same time 2 weeks ago. No sign of them. I was hoping that there would be some precipitation here in the spring, and maybe as it warms up we'll get it going. I hope this week we can get the irrigation set up and get some water to them so they can have some consistent water, and maybe we can see some sprouts. Otherwise, we have our strawberries that have started coming up. They're starting to look good here in these beds. These are all strawberries in these round fire pit container. That's what they are. They're just Home Depot fire pit rounds that I've put strawberries in. We've got, I don't know what these are. I don't know. They're some kind of bulbs that I planted here in the corner of this box. And again, they're coming up earlier than they ever have before. They're looking great. I had to peel back our weed barrier to give them some ability to grow through. Loved that we weed barriered and strawed over this middle bed. It's working out great. We have had beautiful flowers. The daffodils have been at the end of their life. Oh, here's the currant bushes. We've got a white currant bush, a red currant bush. We cut down the black currant bush right there, but it's a survivor. We didn't know how vigorous black currant bushes were when we planted it. I just loved the idea of a red, white, and blue theme right here. And we're gonna have to figure out a way to either keep it trimmed down that much, maybe we just trim it down that much every year, or kill it. It has just been kind of a nuisance. We have tulips and daffodils. We do have a few daffodils still that are a little bit later and trying to open, but for the most part, most of them are done. But the tulips are just starting to open, and they're just planted here in between with and behind the daffodils. All kinds of different ones. Beautiful weeds. But all along the road here we've got, and I just have loved what happened here. Not out of too much intent, but we've got the daffodils come out first, then the tulips follow. Then we get sunflowers that start to sprout up and a few other types of flowers. And then in the fall we have some lilies that come up. That's these here, the remnants that you see, these long stalks that come up in the fall and flower. And it's just really been a nice, beautiful edge along this road. And oh, we should go see our fruit trees. Right here in the corner we have a dwarf cherry, and it is flowering. So we did have a recent freeze just at the end of last week, so peaches were in full bloom. I don't know how many peaches we'll get. These cherries were just about to, so I think we'll be fine with cherries. Grapes have not come out of dormancy yet. They are usually the last ones to pop up. But like I said, the peaches were in full bloom, in their full glory when we had the freeze. So I don't know what that will look like. This is a cherry bush right here. I think Romeo or Juliet. I can't remember which variety we have. We've definitely had an animal through here. We've got some neighborhood cats. I think that might be what is happening here, but we also live near canals and are a little bit out. So we do get other animals here. So this raspberry I also did not get to cut. So I cut 2 beds and did not cut 2 beds. So this is our white and yellow varieties. We've got fall or pink, fall gold, Queen Anne, I think it's Queen Anne, it's Anne something, raspberries in this bed. And again, not trimmed. But I did trim this raspberry bed right here, but not that one. And I did trim that one. These are some beautiful tulips from Denmark, I believe, from the Netherlands, I think. My sister went last fall to Christmas markets and she brought me back tulips from Europe. I've got 5 bulbs there and 5 bulbs here. These beds are usually ones that I put flowers in, and so I figured that would be a good place for them. But we also have lots of raspberry volunteers that are coming from the adjacent beds, which has been very disheartening. So we need to do something about that. Oh, look at these bumblebees and the honeyberries. I don't know if you can see. There was one just there. Oh, yep, there he is. Do you see him? Or her? Big fat bumblebees. They love the honeyberries. It is so fun early in the spring to watch these giant bumblebees come out. See if you can catch it. Yep, there we go. I don't want to make you sick. They love the honeyberries. They're the first to flower and fruit. Okay, so here's our peaches. And I was so excited about the very many blossoms that we had on this tree, but I think the frost has done a number on them. There's still a few about. We might get some still. I anticipate we'll get a few, but not near as many as I was hopeful for. And then, so these first 2 closest to us are peaches. We'll walk through the grape arbor, which has not come out yet, but again, like I say, the grapes are last. And then the apples have just started to blossom, and they're looking beautiful as well. Just starting to bud out. We've got 2 apple trees here, this one and the one back. Let's give you one last look down the aisle of our beautiful tulips and daffodils. And there is our first garden tour of the season here in mid-April.